Welcome to AccuWeb Hosting video tutorial. Today, we will show you how to install ISPConfig 3 on a CentOS 7 as well as initial configuration. Before we begin, take a look at AccuWebHosting.com to review various hosting services offered by us. You can contact us through chat, phone, or send us an email at sales@AccuWebHosting.com. Let's begin the tutorial. ISPConfig is one of the most widely used open-source web hosting control panel for Linux. It allows you to manage websites, FTP accounts, DNS Service, email accounts, and databases using its web-based interface. To install the ISPConfig control panel on your server, you need to perform the following steps. Step 1. Connect to your server and update all the install packages. Step 2. Install LAMP stack. Step 3. Install Dovecot. Step 4. Install Amavisd-new, ClamAV, and SpamAssassin. Step 5. Install PHP and Apache 2 modules. Step 6. Install pure-ftpd. Step 7. Install bind. Step 8. Install ISPConfig. Step 9. ISPConfig Login. First, we will see the prerequisites of ISPConfig Control panel. First one is your server must have a CentOS 7 OS. The second one is you must have root access or access to a user with Sudo privileges. The third one is a valid hostname set on your server's primary IP address. Let's follow the steps which we have mentioned at the beginning of this video. First one is Step 1. Connect to your server and update all the install packages. You can connect to your server through SSH as the root user or as a user with Sudo privileges. To do this, enter the following command in the terminal. Copy this command and paste it on the terminal and press Enter. Enter the password of the root user in the password field and press Enter. Congratulations! You are logged into your server through SSH. Once you are logged into the server, you have to type the following command in the terminal to update all of your currently installed packages to their latest available versions. This process may take 10 to 15 minutes to complete it. After then, you will have to enable the required package for the ISPConfig by installing the Development Tools bundle. Type the following command in the terminal and press Enter to allow it to. This process may take a few minutes to complete it. Step 2. Install LAMP stack. Once the system is up to date, you have to install the LAMP stack with Apache, MariaDB, PHP, NTP, and phpMyAdmin. Type the following command into your terminal to install it on your server. This process may take a few minutes to complete it. After the LAMP stack has been successfully installed on your server, you have to use the following command to start and enable the MariaDB service on your server. The following command is optional, but it is recommended by us. You can run this command if you want to secure your MariaDB server by disallowing remote root access, removing the test database, and creating a root password. In the field, enter current password for root, enter for none. Press the Enter key, because we don't have a password currently set. In the Set Root Password, type Y and press the Enter key. In the New Password field, type a password which you want to set for the root user. In the Re-enter New Password field, type the same password which you have entered in the New Password field. In the Remove Anonymous Users field, type Y and press the Enter key. Next, in the Disallow Root Login Remotely field, type Y and press the Enter key. In the Remove Test Database and Access to It field, type Y and press the Enter key. In the Reload Privilege Table Now field, type Y and press the Enter key. Restart the MariaDB server so that the changes take effect. Step 3. Install Dovecot. You have to execute the following command in the terminal to install Dovecot on your server. This process may take a few minutes to complete it. Once the installation is completed, create a dovecot sql.conf file using the command below, after which you'll make a symbolic link pointing back to the file you just created. Now use the following commands to restart and enable the Dovecot service on the server. Step 4. Install Amavisd-new, ClamAV, and SpamAssassin. You can install ClamAV, Amavisd, and SpamAssassin along with all of their additional required packages by entering the following command in the terminal. This process may take a few minutes to complete it. Step 5. Install PHP and Apache 2 modules. In this step, we will install some required Apache and PHP modules, such as mod_PHP, mod_FCGID, PHP-MySQL, and so on. To proceed with the installation of the modules, use the command below in the terminal. This installation process may take a few minutes to complete it. Step 6. Install pure-ftpd. The most popular method for transferring files from one server to another or from one place to other is through the FTP protocol. In order to use this protocol, you'll need to install an FTP server first. We will install pure-ftp server because it is simple to install and easy to use. To install it on your server, you only need to execute the following command in the terminal. Step 7. Install Bind. Bind is one of the most commonly used domain name system software packages available on the Internet. For ISPConfig to be able to manage and configure the DNS settings, you need to install the following packages on the server. Type the following command in the terminal to install Bind package. This installation process may take a few minutes to complete it. Step 8. Install ISPConfig. After we finish all previous steps, it's time to download and install ISPConfig on the server. We will use the following wget command to copy the package from the officially provided web link of ISPConfig. To change the directory to opt and download the ISPConfig packages, run the following two commands in the terminal. Once the package has been downloaded, we'll need to unzip it in order to use it. You can unzip it with the following command. Then use the following command to change the directory where the install script is placed. Now we will run the installation through the PHP program by running the following command in the terminal. Go to the initial configuration section. In the Select Language field, press Enter to set the English language. In the Installation Mode field, press Enter if you want to go with standard installation. In the Full Qualified Hostname (FQDN) of the server field, enter the full qualified hostname. For example, demo.example.com. Here we have used demo.acu15.com as an example. Next is database configurations. In the MySQL Server hostname field, press Enter to use localhost as a hostname. Press Enter to use the default port of MySQL. In the MySQL root username field, press Enter to use root as a username. In the MySQL root password field, enter the password of the root user and press Enter. In the MySQL database to create field, enter the name of the database which you want to create it. Here we have used dbisfconfig as an example. In the MySQL charset field, press Enter to use UTF-S as a MySQL charset. Now the system will generate a 4096-bit RSA private key to write a new private key to smtpd.key file. It is for postfix mail server. Here we have to enter information that will be incorporated into a certificate request. In the country name field, enter the name of your country in 2-letter code and press Enter. Here we have used US as an example. In the state or province name field, enter the name of your state in full name and press Enter. Here we have used New Jersey as an example. In the locality name field, enter your city name and press enter. Here we have used Old Japan as an example. In the organization name field, enter the name of your company and press enter. Here we have used AccuWeb Hosting as an example. In the organizational unit name field, enter the unit name of your company and press enter. Here we have used IT department as an example. In the common name field, enter your server hostname or domain name and press enter. Here we have used mail.example.com as a demo. In the email address field, enter an email address on which you want to receive an update and press enter. Here we have used admin@example.com as a demo. Once you press enter, the system will be configured with all of its required packages. In the ISPConfig port field, enter the port number on which you want to run or listen to ISPConfig Control panel. If you want to run on the default port 8080, then simply press enter. In the admin password file, enter a password which you want to set for an admin user. In the re-enter admin password field, enter the same password which you have used in the admin password field. If you want to secure the web interface of the ISPConfig, then enter Y in the field. Do you want a secure SSL connection to the ISPConfig web interface? After then, you are about to be asked to enter information that will be incorporated into your certificate. Enter the information for generating the RSA key to establish its SSL connection. In the country name field, enter the name of your country in 2-letter code and press enter. Here we have used US as an example. In the state or province name field, enter the name of your state in full name and press enter. Here we have used New Jersey as an example. In the locality name field, enter your city name and press enter. Here we have used Old Japan as an example. In the organization name field, enter the name of your company and press enter. Here we have used AccuWeb Hosting as an example. In the organizational unit name field, enter the unit name of your company and press enter. Here we have used IT department as an example. In the common name field, enter your server hostname or domain name and press enter. Here we have used cp.example.com as a demo. In the email address field, enter an email address on which you want to receive an update and press enter. Here we have used admin@example.com as a demo. After then, you will be asked to configure some extra attributes, whether to choose the default or change as per your requirements. In a challenge password field, press enter to do not set any password. In an optional company name field, press enter to do not set any name. After then, it will be writing RSA key, configure DB server and restart its services to complete the ISPConfig installation setup. This process may take a few minutes to complete. Congratulations! ISPConfig Control panel is successfully installed on your server. Step 9. ISPConfig Login. Since the installation is completed, you should be able to access the ISPConfig Control panel on your web browser. Open your preferred web browser and type your server's IP address with the default configured port for ISPConfig, as shown below. You can see the login page of the ISPConfig Control panel. That's all. Let's quickly sum up the context of this video. We've seen how to install ISPConfig on a CentOS 7 as well as initial configuration. Hope this video will be helpful for you. If you like this video, please click on the thumb button. Please click on subscribe button if you want to view such easy to understand technical videos published by AccuWebHosting.com. Thank you for watching.